Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to review Smallcase. They are a startup founded in 2015. So far they have raised close to $62 million. It's an online platform that allows you to invest in model portfolios of stocks. So let's check out what the Smallcase user experience. So their pitch is invest in ideas. They have got these investment managers, and you can choose from some of the ideas that they have on the platform. Now it says login with broker, skip login. I'm not sure what does login with broker mean. Let me try that out. So I do not have any of these login. ICICI Direct is one. So it is directing me to ICICI Direct. Let me just skip login. So now here we are on the home page. So if you think about the user segment for this app, it's probably a more sort of user, somebody who has already invested in term plan, health insurance, done a bit of index investing, done a bit of mutual fund, maybe even dabbled in a few stocks, and now they're looking for a new investment ideas which could be a bit risky but could give them a much better return. So I think that's the user base. It's a more evolved user base, probably users who are working corporates, and I would say 28 plus or 30 plus age group, 30 to 40, 45 would be the kind of right user for this segment. So let's see what the experience talks about. So I think some first thing I noticed is that it's a little hard to read the text. So for example, the very first text which says only 8% of the world's currency is actual physical money, the rest is transacted. So I don't know like how is that really relevant. There's a good morning quote probably, but I see two issues with it. One is that the relevancy of this quote, and the other thing, it's really hard to read it because the font size looks smaller to me. And of course there's a lot of text on the app, so why clutter a good morning quote, which is also in, by the way, in text. So next is, I've already logged in, but it seems that there is one more option, which is login with your broker. Now it says directly connect your broker account to login, no extra hassle. But it does not tell me like why I need to log in with my broker. Is it not sufficient that I've logged in into Smallcase, and then I can do a transaction just with a Smallcase account? So I think that explanation is missing here. So next we come to your watch list. Again, it is not very tempting. I can guess it is trying to say that like invest some virtual money, or like invest 100 rupees and see how a theme would grow. Let's just check out what this watch list is. Yeah, I think it is similar to that. So okay, so now you can do it two ways. You can find your small case, or you can browse some of these small cases and then sort of add. Now the problem is that it says add small cases to your watch list, but on this widget I do not see a button which tells me that I can this particular fund to my watch list. There is some bookmark thing here, but you generally don't associate bookmark with adding something to shortlist, or probably it is. Let me try that out, which I think it is, but I think it will better to sort of make it really obvious. Okay, so I want to probably look at, yeah, one good thing it did was that it sort of customized my options here. So let's say rising rural demand. These are the one that I want to add to watch list. Okay, so now I've added to watch list. So now it's giving me a daily change. It's asking me to invest. Okay, I don't know if it's a real money or, yeah. So to invest, you have to log in through your broker. There may be a legal reason for it to do that, and it would be nice to sort of explain that to the user, that why are you asking me to log in with your broker. Today we have multiple options, like ET money is there, like Paytm money is there, so, and which allow you to directly transact. So users may be left wondering that why this app wants me to log in through. So I'll maybe stop here, but what could be really nice here, instead of using actual money, it would have been nice to allow a user to play with notional money for a while and see how that is doing over day on day and month on month, and then get slowly build that confidence that okay, this might be a good idea to sort of invest in. Also, I feel that since they are selling their list, all these listings that are there, like equity and debt and rising rural demand, these are all being offered by some practitioners, right? And it is useful to just call their name out here. So for example, this one is by Windmill Capital, and on this card layout there's nothing mentioned about the windmill. It is important that as much transparency as you can share with users, more will be the confidence that the users would have. So for example, this one again is by Windmill Capital. Okay, now let's look at the detail page of a fund. Okay, so on this page you have the fund name, who has created the fund. It has a like a one, but I feel that this one liner could be made a little more catchy. There could be a little bit of marketing here, and it could be because it's summarizing the fund. So there could be some punch in here. At the same time, explaining what the fund is about. Now there's about the fund. There's like of course you as an investor, I want to look at the performance, so that makes sense. It has some information about the manager, fund manager as well, and fund as well. So what I think, and also has a stocks and weights. So of course this is locked, and it asks you to sign up. So that's a good idea to keep encouraging users to sign up with the account. So if I were to summarize a few things here, one would be like make this value prop catchy. Minimum amount, I have no idea how come the fund has decided that the minimum amount has to be 43,355 rupees, and I have no idea whether it's a monthly minimum or a yearly minimum or a one-time minimum. Right now, the other thing I don't know is like how many folks have subscribed this, or if I were to sort of share my profile, this could be also interesting that at this point the app could ask for a little bit more about my what is my current job, where have I invested, what's the income and expenditure I have, and basis that it could actually suggest that there are 100 more folks similar to you who have invested in this profile. And in fact, it would be very interesting to get some of their reviews out on what they are thinking about this fund, why did they make those decisions. I think some of these are missing on this. So let's check out about the manager page looks like. So one thing I immediately noticed is that the logo is very different on the fund page and on the detail page, and the logo is very small as well. I think it's just helpful to have a bolder logo. Didn't know about Windmill Capital as such, but still its logo sort of establishes some credibility, and it establishes some trust with the brand, and it's good to be bold about it, or like don't have the logo. If you're having a logo, just be bold about it. And this page is about the Windmill Capital, so it's okay to give it a prominence here. So it talks about the fund a little bit, and then there is also a drop down here which talks about the fund in detail. And I think this is more important here. Say there's a logo again, I would say there's a lot of black here and things are missing, but it's still, this is much better than this about us thing. This sort of description is much better, because yeah, what would have helped here is just Windmill Capital, 5+ years of 50+ offerings, these many customers, and building some of these trust factor here on the page would have been really, really nice. So then you have a popular small cases by Windmill, which is good. Then there's a video about the capital, and there's all these articles from the folks. Now those articles takes me to Smallcase website, but could be nice to sort of look at viewership, how many people are reading it, how many people are liking it. So the basically on this product, on this Windmill Capital page, what we need to build is a lot of these trust factors which will resonate with the user and build some sort of trust that okay, this could be a fund that I can. So now let's look other section, which is investments. I have of course not logged in. Then there's a watch list. Yeah, this is also nice. So the app encourages user to create their own small case. So but I'm sure that at this moment only professionals are using this. So now we have to understand what's the difference between home and discover. because it might be serving the similar use case. So it talks about featured small cases, featured managers, collections. So it looks like people have made collections of these funds also, which I feel like, adding more complexity to the product. And I don't know like what's the adoption of collection is. Probably it will be too low. I was thinking that okay, you invest in collection, but that's not the case. It's just that somebody has curated that okay, what are the themes around budget 2022 and what are the funds under this broad category. This is all, see all managers, couple of them. So the purpose of the home page probably is to show your, of course, encourage you to log in and show you the recently viewed, and actually just to be able to encourage you to log in. And it's got some static videos. So I do think that there is a opportunity to maybe merge home and discover, at least for a new user, until they've invested in the account, because otherwise it becomes too much confusing. So I think one can probably reduce the complexity by merging home and discover. And there's nothing wrong with this being the home page, right? Like make your first investment, start here. Filters you can try, featured small cases, featured manager, themes or collections they are calling it, but I don't think collection is the right word. But the themes that are here, like who are the fund managers, and then the list of all small cases. So I think this is right to be a home page, because in a moment I click here, it will, whenever I say invest now, it's gonna prompt me for login anyway. So I think homepage is not serving any purpose right now of showing login. So I think that's all. It's a very interesting app. I'm a very conservative investor, so I would have to have a lot more confidence before I can start investing in some of these ideas. But I think I think India's market will mature very quickly to be able to have the appetite to do these kind of investments. In that respect, Small Case is very well positioned and a very well differentiated app, and probably one of its unique of its kind. So I'll probably stop here. So do share your thoughts and subscribe.